Welcome back. Monday's terrorist attack at Manchester Arena sparking fears for concert goers and sports fans across the world over stadium safety. Here at home, a false emergency message flashed on the scoreboard at the Atlanta Braves SunTrust Park Stadium just last night. The alert told fans an emergency had been reported in the building and that they should evacuate the stadium. SunTrust later tweeted the alarm was due to a malfunction. We want to bring in Atlanta Falcons owner and Home Depot co-founder Arthur Blank right now. Arthur, great to see you. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you, Maria. It's always good to be here.
Stadiums on high alert around the world. Tell us how you see it.
Well, I think it's certainly an issue that the National Football League is very sensitive to and has been very sensitive to for a number of years. We worked closely with security departments across the country, including Homeland Security. For our situation at Mercedes-Benz Stadium, we've retained SAFE, which is the organization that the NFL uses for the Super Bowl. But these are events that you have to keep current on. You got to make sure that you understand all the dangers and how they're changing, and make sure that in addition to everything else we're doing for our fans, we got to make sure first and foremost they're in a safe environment. So whatever it takes to give that certainty to our fans is critical, and we'll certainly do. So you see changes happening as a result of this?
Yeah,
I think so.
New things in place?
Yeah, I think so, and I think the perimeter continues to be pushed out further. Obviously, what happened in England was an unbelievable tragedy, and you have to figure out creative ways to go out further to make sure that these situations can be limited. It's hard when you have a gathering place of that many people,
right, sure.
And at some point you do create a funnel, and that's where the most exposure is.
The Mercedes-Benz, you mentioned the Mercedes-Benz Stadium.
Right. Tell
us about the new amenities, state-of-the-art stadium, right?
Right. Maria, you and I know each other for many years, and when I co-founded the Home Depot, we tried to leapfrog our industry by 7 or 8 years in the home improvement center business, and we did that.
You did a good job with that.
We did, starting in 81, 79, and public in 81. And I think we're really trying to do the same thing now with the stadium. We studied really every point of fan experience, stadium design, construction, all elements, food and beverage, seating. I mean, every experience, and put a contact we have with our fans, and asked ourselves, what is it we got to do to carry this into the future 7, 8, 9, 10 years? And I think we've hit on all of those. The stadium will be open up in August. We're the first facility that will host the college championship game, the Super Bowl, nice, and the NCAA Final Four 3 years in a row. We have the SEC championship for the next 10 years. Many major events coming to Atlanta. So the issue of security on top of all that obviously is very critical to all of us.
Fantastic. It looks absolutely spectacular. It really does look state-of-the-art. Arthur, how are you doing? I mean, how are you doing, Arthur?
How am I doing?
Yeah, we were talking about the historic loss. I hate to bring up the subject, really.
Yeah, but that's okay. You can
we really thought you were going to win. I actually went to sleep, and then I woke up to the news that the Patriots won.
Are you waking up in the middle of the night in a cold sweat? Like
no, not at all.
Week?
We had and I don't say this to rationalize. We had a wonderful year, given where the team has been, the franchise has been. We have a new coach, second year, Dan Quinn's done a fabulous job for us.
Yeah.
General manager Thomas Dimitroff has been NFL Executive of the Year several times. We got a great young roster. We had a very, very competitive year. Every team in the NFL, 32 teams, want to win the last game. I get it. I was disappointed. We really thought, and I think all of our fans thought, and most of the Patriot fans thought, except maybe for Robert Kraft and Jonathan, I think they all thought they were going to lose the game. And,
you're right.
So we were disappointed, but we had a wonderful year, franchise fans, et cetera, and we have a very young team. And
they played a good game.
We played a great game until the fourth quarter. We had to defend 97 plays, 67, I think, pass plays, and that was the most ever in the history of the Super Bowl. And,
incredible.